Hi, my name is Petter and this is the Milkman Half Pint. This is one of the smallest amps in the Milkman range. It's only 5 watts, but it sounds bigger. It's got a 12-inch speaker, which helps. And because I used to have a 5-watt small tube amp, it was probably an 8-inch speaker, and it just sounded very boxy and small. This sounds like a bigger combo. I used to have the Creamer, which is the 20-watt version, and that was really, really great. It was very cool amp. This sounds kind of like the Creamer, only smaller. It's not as loud, which is good for like sitting practicing just next to it, or in a small band, or on the stage, because you can just mic it up. But it's not that powerful, obviously. Only 5 watts. It's now set on 4, volume on 4. And with the Strat, that's a really comfortable, nice, clean sound. It's got treble, bass, reverb. It's now set on 3. It's got a foot switch, so I can switch the reverb off. I like to have some reverb on. We can go all the way to 10. It's massive, and it sounds very good. It's also got this tremolo with speed and depth, and I can switch that on and off as well. Now they're both at noon. Let's turn the speed down to 1. Up to 10. Back to noon, and then the depth down to 1. And up to 10. The speed also to 10. So that's a great effect as well. Switch it back off. Volume on the Strat is quite comfortable at 4. Anything under that is kind of gets too quiet. It disappears at 2. There's no sound. A little bit at 3. Then from 4 and up to about 7. that's kind of the sweet spot. That's when it started to get a little bit crunchier. And above 7, get more and more distortion. This is 10, and it's quite loud. But it's a very cool distortion. It's just this tight, in your face kind of distortion. It's really cool. But around 7, when it starts to break up, then I can use the volume and change pickups, and you get a cleaner sound. Treble all the way down. All the way up. It gets very bright, but not too harsh. Bass has been set on 4. This is all the way down. All the way up. So the treble and bass controls actually make a big difference to the sound. So I mean, it's just a sign of great quality. All the knobs, it's very simple, but they all do quite a lot actually, but they never sound bad. There's always a good sound in here. But around about 7, it's great with the Strat. The amp has also got an attenuator. At the moment it's set on full at the back, but I can turn it down so I can keep the kind of a bit crunchiness to the sound, but at a lower volume. So this is round 8 on the volume. Then I can turn the attenuator down. So the volume, it gets lower, but it loses some of the depth and the dynamics as attenuators do. But the volume gets lower, but you keep the crunchiness a little bit, and so it's an option as well. But it's already playing kind of quiet, so but it's a good option to have if you live in a flat, or the neighbors are just next door, or your girlfriend or wife or kids or whatever, and you have to play really, really quietly. So that's a Milkman Half Pint with a Strat. Let's try some humbuckers. So let's start again on with volume on This is about 4. It's on the neck pickup. On this Les Paul, I like to have the volume not set on full, but just on 8 or 9. It gets a little bit of a boost in the volume just from 9 to 10. And it tends to be, I find it tends to be a little bit too much. This is about 9. Same with the bridge pickup. So that's a pretty clean sound. Up to 7 on the volume. As expected, we get more distortion from this than we did from the Strat. And we try to go a bit higher, up to 10. Volume on full. It's quite loud, but it's fun. So overall, I think the Milkman Sound Half Pint is a much more usable amp than I thought. I bought it before I tried it. I checked out some videos on YouTube, but it sounds bigger than I thought it would. It sounds like just a small, bigger combo. So it's actually very usable, and it's great fun to practice with because you can get that kind of break-up sound without playing too loud. Because I don't really like practicing that loud or playing that loud. So this is just a really cool amp, and it works well with pedals as well. Now I plugged straight in. This is what you get with the reverb and tremolo and a couple of guitars. You're good to go, I think.